First of all, I want to say I apologize for this being in a podcast mode. You know what I mean? I'm having issues with the computer. I got to take it back to Apple to see what the heck is going on. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I did this video before, but I kind of just want to just talk about the key points of, what actually is going on in my mind, what happening with the K-Shine and JAE MILLZ battle that they just confirmed. Basically, this is just what I want to say. Like K-Shine, you got a lot going on for you right now. You got ESPN, you got a lot of positive things that's going on. You just got the ankle bracelet removed. So now you can kind of move around and do whatever you want to do. There's, two battles that's coming up that's very, very important to you. You know what I'm saying? You got the you versus Av. Some people will say like Av is not who he was. It's hard to get excited or, get some sort of an interest to write for somebody like that. And I'm not dissing him. It is what it is. He's no longer like the great force that he was like in battle rap. But at the same time, I still think he's serious. I still think he's somebody that you shouldn't play with. And I think you need to take him seriously. You know what I mean? Because a lot of your fans are out here and they're in support of you 100% right now. They've been seeing the work that you've been putting in and you haven't been slacking. You know what I'm saying? Every time you come and you showed up pretty much for the year, it's been great. You know what I mean? And I think this is not going to do anything but move you into a better position to be able to, state your claim again in battle rap as being one of the, phenomenal forces that we have out here, and you had a fire battle back, with Danny Myers. That was actually a really, really good battle that people are really excited about. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You got a battle with JAE MILLZ that's about to happen. I don't know if they're going to release this trailer, but from what I'm hearing, there's some sort of, some hidden things that's going on between the blocks of JAE MILLZ and K-Shine. Hopefully in the battle, we get a chance to hear some of that, or maybe they're going to drop a trailer to kind of explain why, they felt like this would be, a proper match for JAE MILLZ, like JAE MILLZ and K-Shine. Now, from what I'm hearing behind the scenes, JAE MILLZ wasn't opposed to battling like people that, we would, learn to respect as good punchers or lyricists. You know what I mean? There was something that may have happened like back when, just a few months ago, but it didn't actually happen or pan out, and they went ahead and they kind of negotiated something else. So I don't think JAE MILLZ is afraid of competition, which means to me that he feels like he's still better than a lot of you guys out there. And with that type of mentality, K-Shine, I think you really need to take this guy seriously. And on another note, with everything that you got going on, to battle somebody like JAE MILLZ, I think it needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? To where you're at your purest form. We don't need a K-Shine versus Hitman Holla type of performance. You know what I'm saying? Especially, with you doing songs with Don Q. I'm starting to see you on different, interview mediums, like doing freestyles. You're starting to get more visibility. A lot of positive things are going on for you right now. And when this battle drops, there's going to be a lot of eyes on it. So if I were you, I would take this as seriously as I possibly could. You know what I mean? That's just one thing. Another thing I wanted to talk about, you know what I mean? Like with the Marv One and Quest McCody thing, that I got up there on the title. I talked to Quest McCody a few days ago, and I was pretty much like asking him, like, yo, like, what do you think about like going to the URL? Are you trying to go to the URL? Like, with it, maybe like a gun titles battle. People have been talking about that for years now. You know what I'm saying? People have been wanting to see them versus the gun titles because they feel like, Marv One and Quest McCody is like the one of the greatest like 2-on-2 like matches, or battlers like ever, with, gun titles being as great as they are, we want to see them like go up against some, other opponents that's going to give you that gritty, that street feel, and be able to give us like a good showing, not just have gun titles walk all over their opponents. And I know what you guys are thinking. Well, NWX, the rematch, it was kind of a different situation, a different story. But at the same time, to give the benefit of the doubt, which I do not like to do, is, they really didn't want to do that battle between DNA and case the NWX battle and gun titles. They didn't want to do the rematch. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of energy was taken out of that. It was in a different venue, but whatever, when you're a battle rapper, you're supposed to be professional and show up 100%, anyway, so scratch all that. But at the end of the day, I do feel like gun titles and Marv One and Quest McCody would make for a very, very good match if you guys were to go ahead and try to push, the 2-on-2 thing. And we're starting to see people are starting to get interested in it again. You got the Goonies doing the 2-on-2. You got, who is it? Geechee Gotti and B-Dot, they're teaming up to do a 202. So people are starting to get interested in it. And when things like that happen, you guys know what's going to happen. They're probably going to have like URLs, like a 2-on-2 matchup. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And the biggest ticket sellers of that is probably going to be gun titles. And right now, I honestly think with everything that's been going on with Rock, you know what I mean? Like with the loss to Hitman Holla, some people got it debatable now, with the goods and Tay-Rock, with that loss, that he may need something to get people excited again. And I don't think anything would work really, not necessarily like a Pat Stay versus Tay-Rock. I don't think people are really as excited about that battle. You can see it in the views on 15 Minutes of Fame or just with people talking about it. I think what can rejuvenate the interest in his fan base is to have like Surf and Rock on the card versus somebody, and Marv 1 and Quest McConey. I think if that was to be announced, if that was to happen, if it's not going to be Marv 1 and Quest McConey, it's going to have to be somebody like Calico and Clean Paper for it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? To get people rejuvenated or excited about it. This is my personal opinion on the matter. I think y'all need to move in that direction. But at the same time, I talked to Quest McCody, and he's saying that there's no issues that's going on with URL, but his phone line is open. You know what I'm saying? He's just waiting for a call for something, and they haven't called. Now, in my opinion, it seems like you guys really don't rock with Midwest battlers like that. I could be reaching, but that's what it seems like. When it comes to you guys reaching out and making things happen, a lot of times it seems like they have to be the ones with the fortitude to put their best foot forward to reach out to you guys, and you guys are not like reciprocating like with Midwest battlers. That's just what I see, but I could be reaching, but that's something that I think the fans really want to see. The fan base of Marv 1 and Quest McCody is huge, and even if you don't want to do that, I wouldn't be opposed to just booking Quest McCody on the card because he brings so much in a package with him. You can kind of put him up against anybody, you know what I'm saying, and it would make for like a great match. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that I feel like a fan kind of said this. I wish I knew his name, but he commented on Jazz the Rapper's post on Twitter, and he said, and I've been kind of thinking this, but I didn't want to say it because but now I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys about it. He said that he feels that the JAE MILLZ versus K-Shine is going to be a setup for the Murder Mook versus JAE MILLZ rematch. Now, we've seen like what Rare Breed Entertainment is doing. They're not playing around. Obviously, they just did like a few groundbreaking things like this year, and they're getting other leagues to kind of move in the direction to which they're in right now. You know what I'm saying? So, not only did they book King Los in the same year, they got Head Ice off of King of the Dot. Not that they were trying to do that, but they got Head Ice to battle. You know what I'm saying? Then they went ahead and they get JAE MILLZ on the card. They got Calico on the card. And the person that Calico is going to be battling, I think people are going to go crazy when they announce it. You know what I'm saying? So Rare Breed is not done. Trust me. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, I think they're making groundbreaking moves. Whatever they're doing, like in terms of financial like capability, it's working, but from what I'm hearing from battlers and people behind the scenes, it's not so much about the money, it's about the business, that's behind like the Rare Breed Entertainment movement, and the negotiation skills that ARP has, the respect level that he has is getting battle rappers, even if they're trying to get blocked on the battle, they still want to go ahead and do the battle with them just because the business is that good at the end of the day. And you can see it, when Averb went ahead, the longevity factor of like being down with them, like he went ahead and when Averb helped, Rare Breed out in terms of letting them like, use his brand for a battle, and he battled on their league, they went ahead and they looked out for him with the Murder Mook versus Averb thing. And they paid him like 4 times his normal rate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, just go there and get the bag, but I'm saying if you look out for them, they look out for you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is on that one. But we know that Murder Mook is not done. We know he's going to be coming back. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be this card. I think it may be, something that may be dropping in 2019. That's just my speculation. It's just my opinion of everything. But I think he's going to come back. And who better for Murder Mook to come back against, on the card like this, instead of, if it's not going to be like a Calico, I would want him to come back against JAE MILLZ, because this was a highly debated battle to where a lot of people had JAE MILLZ winning, but some people had like, Murder Mook winning that battle. And if you ask Murder Mook, he feels like it's a debatable battle. Of course, most battle rappers are going to feel that way, but, Jay Mills, I'm sure, feels that he won that battle. And we would like to see, a kind of a today's approach to the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like them to battle like in today's day and age and this era to see whether or not, they got what it takes to really compete against each other. And when you got two juggernauts and two names like that, a Murder Mook and Jay Mills clash again, and you already see that Rare Breed Entertainment has the capability to make something like this happen, you know what I mean? It's just going to be like crazy and groundbreaking all over it again. You know what I mean? Obviously, Smack, they did it first. You know what I mean? So we got to, like give them their credit. Like, well, they filmed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they did. They filmed it. But, they kind of had it on their channel first, like Jay Mills versus Murder Mook. But I wouldn't be opposed or mind at all to see something like this happen on Rare Breed Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I think this may be like a build-up for that if Jay Mills does well against K-Shine. We already see like a lot of things are going on. We're starting to see, popular people wanting to battle like Joe Buttons. A lot of things is going on where people are starting to pay attention to battle rap. We see Drake, he's commenting, on Instagram on a lot of different posts. There's a lot of things going on. But I do want to say this, this is kind of veering off a topic. New Jersey Twerk, I see that you're working out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're you know what I mean? You're working to try to get back to where you were, or you're just taking the checks, but it seems like you're starting to show out, like even on the smaller leagues. So if you continue to do things like this, I don't think your fan base is going to have a problem with seeing you, you know what I mean, again in the future if you continue to perform like this. Now you got a battle coming up with you and Danger Zone, which I kind of don't want to promote just because of what happened before, but you got months to prepare. Does that mean that, New Jersey Twerk's going to come and be his ultimate self when it comes to, Danger Zone? I don't know, because he's still probably going to book a ton of battles. You know what I mean? And he may not end up showing up to that battle, so I don't really want to like do separate blogs to push that out. And then the fans just get disappointed again after buying the pay-per-view. I'm kind of disappointed that a league would go ahead and try to do this again after what somebody did. You know what I mean? I would try to book Danger Zone versus somebody else if that was me. But, it is what it is in this business. Like people, they try to capitalize off of the hype, and you can't technically blame them, but it's not going to be something that me personally is going to do a separate blog on. But I do want to say this: if New Jersey Twerk continues to show out, like he's been doing, I wouldn't have my foot to get off his neck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, because at the end of the day, it is about the battles. You know what I mean? And you got to show out with your opponent. You can't be choking and messing up. But the performance that you just had on that smaller league, I can't be mad at. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Come and rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. And I know y'all wondering, like, what the hell? He in the podcast mode? Listen. You know what I'm saying? It's something going on with my computer. I don't know what the hell is going on. I got to take it back to Apple. I got like this iMac 5K. And, I hooked it up to this hard drive and something. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's a Fusion drive. It's acting up, so I got to take it in and see what's going on with it. The internet, is running. Obviously, you guys can hear me talking. The internet is running like it's supposed to, but something's going on with the computer, so that I should have that fixed by today. But I will not be just doing like a podcast. It's either going to be edited or I'm going to come to you guys like in live mode. You know what I mean? So you guys can know what's going on. Because I don't like when people do shit like this with it's just audio. So I'm not going to do y'all like that. But at the end of the day, I did want to talk to y'all about what I think should be happening. I think they should go ahead on the URL and book Quest McCody or Marv winning Quest McCody for a battle. I do feel like this may end up, if not being a setup, with Murder Mook and Jay Mills, I think it could lead to another battle if Rare Breed Entertainment is able to like make this work right, but if K-Shine just goes ahead and he murders Jay Mills, it might not look good for a battle like that to happen. But if Jay Mills can get in there, he can hang with Shine, or if he can beat K-Shine, I think it could make for like a great debate on what would happen if they were to battle again. But there's a lot of ingenuity. There's a lot of, positive things going on with Rare Breed Entertainment right now. They got a lot of people's eyes on them. They got a lot of magazines, a lot of, famous outlets are like kind of paying attention to what they're doing right now. And I feel like, now is the time to kind of capitalize on the movement that you guys have, and the support that you guys have from the battle rap community, because a lot of people are sitting around waiting, for these announcements and, things to drop with Rare Breed Entertainment, and also with the URL. You know what I mean? Let's not get it messed up. The Strike 2.5 card, the card in itself is a fire card. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not too much of a stretch from what they've been doing, you know, so it's kind of hard to really want to promote it. But at the same time, it's a win-win for battle rap. We get pay-per-views that's going to drop. We get a lot of things that, you know, is going to keep us entertained, you know, into the rest of the year. And then we got Summer Madness that they're going to end up happening. That's going to end up happening November 10th. I talked to John the Don about it before they dropped the trailer with the goods, you know, battle. And they kind of let me know that they fixed like a lot of things and they were going to have like the his battle with Hollow the Don that was going to come up, you know, but I got tied up with it so much, you know, that I couldn't like really blog on it. And the blog came out kind of after, you know, they had already made that announcement. So my bad, y'all. You know, sometimes we get busy, but I will try to give you guys the information as it comes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.